We got Coach Oscar Bonds and Coach Duane Wales from Tanner-Elkmont. How y'all doing, fellas?
Doing great.
So this coming Friday night, 7 o'clock at Tanner, correct?
Correct.
So, right. Coach Bonds, we'll start with you first. How's the team looking this spring?
I think we got better attitudes, and we'll be a lot stronger than we were last year. Just having the first good, real off-season of conditioning and lifting weights really helped us out.
Because I think when first time we talked to you last year, I believe you had talked about how some of those guys had just said they ain't even been working out. They had just been sitting around, basically.
Right. The last 2 years in the spring, they haven't worked out any.
So they got a rude awakening.
Rude awakening.
Well, let me ask you this. That thin any of them out?
Oh, yeah. We look a lot better. Well,
I don't even mean that as far as physical. I mean, like, did some of them go, oh, man, no, I ain't doing all that? Thanks, but no thanks, Coach.
Well,
they
when I first said it, one of the kids, I remember like yesterday when she's out there, he said, Coach, why are we starting so early?
Oh.
I said, we won one game last year. Let's go. But anyway.
And hopefully that'll help with the injuries and a lot of the, because what'd y'all end up at the end of the season? How many kids you have dressed? Like 13 or something? 15?
We probably had about. We had about 18 at the end.
So how many you got now?
Well, altogether, right now we probably got about 28, but you know how that kind of goes throughout the summer. You might add one or two or lose one or two.
Yeah.
So that's good. So, Coach,
I was going to say, Coach Wales, did you see all the social media stuff he's been saying about the spring game?
Listen.
Dude, he said it's on. You better bring your game face.
He's a trash talker. He's trash talking.
I don't know.
Coach.
I don't know if it's because it's a home game and he's feeling frisky. I don't know. But I'll let you talk about that.
Well, I tell you, I got enough problems of my own with my group. And
you ain't worried about it.
Listen, when I get all of my stuff fixed, then I'll try to help Coach out over here.
Coach, about how many you got out right now?
I've got around 39 right now.
Oh, wow.
And they're a pretty committed group. I've got, I got a few that I'm afraid I may not be able to hang on to because they're sort of, getting that wayward look in their eye. Because, some of them just
don't want to put out the effort.
They don't want to put out the effort. They don't want to be there and commit to their teammmates and take the responsibility of being at practice every day. And so, I'm like Coach. I figure we'll probably lose a few, and we may, add a few a little bit later. If we got to move in or somebody this fall decides to come back and try. But
and if they're not wanting to do it this time of year, they're not going to commit to y'all.
And that kind of brings it down. I know both of y'all talk about this, but, that kind of brings your kids down. If you got kids out there that want to say, hey, I don't want to be here or I want to do – and it kind of feeds out into the rest of the team, and you don't want that – negative influence out there with your guys.
And the guys, I've been in education a long time, and I've said it a million times. You're not going to fool kids.
No.
And if those teammates are not committing like they should, those kids understand, hey, this guy we cannot depend on.
Yeah.
We can't count on him being here for us. And so, the kids realize that.
Yeah.
They see that very quickly. And, they want guys that's going to be there with them every day, going through the blood, sweat, and tears of it all, and battling together and putting a game plan together. And that's what they want, to be around. They want to feel that they've got guys with them on that. And for the most part, I've got a pretty good group with that this time. I've got some guys that's never played football before that's came out this year, and the thing that I like about it, they're good guys.
Yeah.
And
that means a lot.
Right. And we've gone through a week of practice, and those guys hadn't missed a day.
That's good.
And so that tells me, hey, they really truly want to try to play and be a part of this program.
Yep.
And so those things are important. Just building good character guys, and life after football. That's what sports teach us. And so many guys need that this day and time, and they miss that opportunity by not committing and playing a team sport.
I know, Coach Bonds, y'all had a lot of adversity last year with all the car wreck, and you lost a lot of guys, and like I said, so how's it going this year? Now, like I said, you've got your first full year in. That they know what you're about. You've put them through the off-season workout. So how's the attitude been?
Our attitude's been excellent from when I first got here. It don't have to motivate them. I could walk out the weight room, and my other coaches can run the weight room, and I know they're not going to miss a beat now.
That's good.
So that's the biggest thing. Because, when you got them where they don't skip sets and reps, that helps out. And then just learn the system. Year 2, they're getting a better idea of what we're trying to do on offense and defense. So
year 2 is always. I'm so sorry, Jay. Just being the unknown last year, coming in, you came in a little late, best recollection, and so they didn't. I mean, it was just. We would talk about like, man, God bless him, man. It's just such, there's nothing you could do, and Coach knows, you took over a program, and so it's glad to see both y'all, having the kids having a good attitude, which means a lot, and working hard and knowing. So
it's just like Coach talking about the strength part. I feel like I've had right now 2 pretty full years in our weight room. And we finally had our first 2 kids break 400 on the squat. I've got one guy that squatted when we maxed 2 weeks ago, squatted 435, and another one squatted 425. Nice. Yeah. And so you're finally seeing 2 years later of being committed what it does. And that has energized a lot of our guys. When they witnessed in that weight room 2 guys squat,
they want some now.
Hey, I said automatically those guys just got 10 extra girlfriends, and everybody else just like, wow, I might want to be able to squat. So it's really energized us.
Piggyback off what he said, when I got there, we only had 1 lineman that could bench press over 200.
Oh, wow.
So
you ain't moving nobody off the line.
We got pushed around a good bit, but we got some guys throwing the weight around.
Yeah, that's
good for y'all.
It's good they bought in, too. And how y'all going to do some 7-on-7s this summer? Or talk about that.
We're going to I'm going to go back to my hometown, Russell. They got one with 26 teams.
Wow.
So we're going to go down there and play in that one. Then we're basically going to work on us trying to get better. We might introvert with Leah Huntsville because our middle school is playing Chapman Middle School. So we'll probably do a little 7-on-7 with them.
Okay. And I'll for sure be at East at their 7-on-7. I've already talked with Coach Pugh about that, and probably going to try to go to maybe one more. The coach at Westminster, I've spoken with him, and then after those 2, we're going to work on Elkmont also.
Okay. Well, talk about y'all's upcoming game. How y'all are going to do it? Are you going to play like 3/4? I know some are doing 3/4 of or varsity, quarter junior varsity. How y'all going to do it?
Well, we're playing 4 quarters varsity because our junior high plays on that following Monday against the school out of Huntsville.
Gotcha. Yeah. Good deal. Well, that gives you 4 quarters to see what you got and see how they're improving. Are y'all and you gonna coach it like a regular game, right on the sidelines? Y'all won't be on the field like instructing or anything, right? Right.
The special teams will be dead. It won't be live and stuff like that. I'm just gonna try to get everybody in just to see who can help us and who can't in the spring game.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you, since we know Coach Smith and his great soccer program at Tanner, have you found you a soccer player that can kick you football?
I got one, but I got to get him out there consistently. And that's the thing.
Soccer.
They love that soccer, man. I told them just come out and kick a few balls for us. We'll be all right.
Yeah. What about you, Coach? I know you've always had some. Elkmont's had some pretty good kickers last few years.
Listen, it's so funny you bring it up. I've got a soccer player right now that's taking kicking lessons, and he's going to be our field goal kicker this fall. And I also got the goalie, of course, that punts the soccer ball out from the goal. He's going to be my punter. So I've got me 2 Elkmont soccer guys as my kickers.
That's the way it was. I remember Coach Legg first year at Ardmore, we had nobody that could kick. I mean, he couldn't. First one kick against West Limestone went maybe a yard or 2 on a kickoff. I said, Coach, you need to go hit the soccer field, and we ended up finding a pretty good one that Ardmore's had the last few years. And so Rodriguez. So that's what you got to. You got to look at your other sports.
When you got smaller schools, especially,
you got kids out there that can do things, and like I said, it turns into scholarship. If they don't want to play soccer in college, they might get them a football scholarship. So Friday night, Tanner High Schools are a cost to get in.
Yeah, it'd be like $5.
$5 to get in. Concession stands will be open.
Oh, yeah.
So, great place. Plenty of parking out there at Tanner. So, we look forward to hearing about the game, and we look forward to having y'all guys back on during football season.
I appreciate it.
We're excited about it,
man.
Thank y'all.
Excited too.
That's Coach Oscar Bonds from Tanner and Coach Duane Wales from Elkmont. We're going to be right back. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on the Big 1080 WKC.